2 weeks ago, I did a set of volume lashes on my client, Loren. Unfortunately, not only was I pretty rushed within the service because I had to head off to a meeting, but also Loren was running a few minutes behind. These things happen, but it's how we deal with these situations that either make or break the situation. I'm Caitlin Alford, I'm the owner of Lost Artistry, and today I'm going to walk you through what I would do in this particular situation. Before we get started, go ahead, click that like, subscribe, and ring that bell so that you're always notified when we post new content. In these situations, my number one goal is to cover as many natural lashes as possible. So I do have a little bit of a plan of attack for this. First thing I do is work on the top and bottom layer first. But not only that, I also make sure that I work left eye to right eye, placing a lash on the exact same spot on either eye, creating balance, and moving throughout the eye so that no matter what, the eyes look balanced and complete, even if I have to stop at 50% coverage. So let's say I start on my left eye, inner corner. Then I'm gonna go on my right eye, inner corner. Then I'm gonna go outer corners, middle, and in between each of those sections. That's gonna create balance and build the bones of a perfect lash set. So no matter what, your client will think that their lashes are finished, even if they're not 100% covered. That middle layer, we don't have to worry too much about. If the top and bottom layer are covered, that is what is most important. With that said, we of course want to cover as many lashes as possible, and it may not be up to our standards to only cover 50% of the lashes, and it may not be what your customer is used to. So retention may lag a little bit in this situation. Now, to avoid ourselves from having an awkward appointment next time, where we're in the same situation and we run out of time because we've only booked for a fill, but now she's closer to a full set, to avoid that, we want to get our customer to come in sooner. So that's exactly what I did with Loren today. She usually comes for a 3-week appointment and she has about 50% coverage. Today, I got her to come back at 2 weeks. That gave me an extra week that she wasn't shedding lashes, which made my timing perfect. So it took me an hour and a half to fill her lashes, just as it normally would at a 3-week appointment, because we of course lost that coverage at appointment number 1. Now there's 2 different scenarios. How do we deal with it if our client is the one who shows up late, but you had adequate time to fill her lashes or do her full set? In this situation, I would not offer a discount personally, because it is unfortunately the client's, I don't want to say fault, but it is the client who was late. For this client, I'll just say, hey, come back in a week and a half to 2 weeks and we can fill you up so that you're not behind on fills and having to pay more in the long run for closer to a full set. But on the flip side, if it was me who was behind, say I had a client who ran longer or I was running behind or whatever the case may be, it was definitely my fault as the artist that the appointment was rushed. In this situation, I will definitely offer a little bit of a discount. Depending on how much or how little time you had, you can just price that accordingly. And in both scenarios, I make sure that the customer comes back early so that we can get them right back on track. Now let's get into our lash set. You'll definitely want to stick around till the very end of this video because I am going to post this mapping as well. So stick around. But first let's talk about the set. So you can see her retention in the video right here. This is her retention after 2 weeks and of me getting about 70% coverage at her initial appointment. I used our Lost Artistry Lash Sensitized Glue as well as our 0.03 diameter volume lashes in a wet lash style. So these are a volume set of lashes, and to achieve the super wispy texture that I got from this set, I worked with the feathering technique. If the feathering technique is new to you, no worries. We're gonna post a video very soon on what feathering is. So in order to get notified, don't forget to ring that bell. Here's our set.